All right, how's it going, everybody? My name is Mike Louse. I'm just going to kind of talk through this match a little bit, just giving my thoughts. They're not super experienced thoughts, I guess you'd say. I'm not an expert at one pocket, but I'll do my best to just talk about what I'm seeing in this match and just thinking out loud. Just came into this game a couple minutes late, so I'm not sure what the count is yet. I'll try to do a better job of keeping track of the ball counts to start in the next game. Pretty nice shot there. Great shot. Wow. The kick, 3-rail bank, that's pretty strong. Again, I don't know what the ball count is, so apparently Justin must just need one ball. Kind of sold out here. This is a pretty bread and butter bank shot for a good one pocket player right here. I expect him to get this real close. Hmm. This is one of the more interesting parts of one pocket when two good players get down to a single ball. It's pretty fascinating to watch. Hmm. How about this shot? He's going to get the double kiss, but oh no, he didn't. What a great shot. I think Justin's probably just going to have to follow this in. No, he's going to try to get it out of here. It's going to cost him the game. No, probably cost him the game. Oh no. Okay, now you got to follow it in. Looks like he's playing the shot. No. I think Evans got a one railer on this ball. Oh no. Probably a three railer coming up, or is he just going to cross it one rail? Three rails. Dead in the middle. All right. And Justin got away with a little something there after trying to dig that ball out of Evans' corner, and felt like he was a little bit lucky to leave a real tough shot there, leaving that ball so close to Evans' hole still. Wow. Great shot. Yeah. He didn't have the greatest break in the world there. Left the cue ball slightly too low. Left the ball too close to his opponent's hole. He was fortunate to get this bank on the two ball here. I wonder if he goes forward here and pushes, tries to get the 8 going through towards his hole a little bit, or if he's going to just hold for the 7 ball, or come up for maybe the 1. He has a lot of options here. Playing for 2 balls. Guess it's going to be the 15. Quick little 8 and out. Easy game. Yeah, I'll admit I don't know one pocket real well. Oh, I got a helper. Much to Chief. How you doing, Brian?
Good. How are you, Mike?
Pretty good.
Everybody watching? Well, I just walked in blind, and here's Justin with a chance to win the match, I think, right?
Yeah, he's up 2-0. He just ran a nice little 8 and out in the last game.
Missed that chance, though.
Sorry, I didn't hear that last one.
Well, LUNDA came with a nice shot. Kicked the 10 over by his pocket, protect it with the 9-6.
Yeah, it was a nice shot.
I don't see a lot that Justin has here except to just kind of make a move. I don't think he wanted him to necessarily be able to see too much of the 3 there, but now he can do something with that. He can either go in behind the 6 or bring the cue ball towards the 2 and try and freeze him on the pack. Of course, he doesn't want to still have a shot at the 6, but
can you see the edge of the 3 ball? I guess
right.
if he can see the 3, he can just kind of twist his cue ball back and freeze it behind the 6.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he can see most of the 6. Or sorry, most of the 3. But he's doing something else here. He's playing to bank the 6 off the pack.
He left a shot. It's going to be trouble.
Yeah, no question he left a shot on the 3. And here is the chance for Hall to win the match. I watched his match. I didn't watch it all, but I watched a lot of it with Shane. I didn't see who ended up winning.
Between Justin beat Shane.
Right.
Oh, no.
Okay. Maybe this match is still alive here because he undercut the 3, and LUNDA has a chance to get in the match.
I wonder if he takes the 3 right now. I mean, he's got a shot at the 13, obviously, but it might be worthwhile to bank the 3. If you shoot the 13 from here, I don't know if you can hold for, say, the 15. So
I think he can make the 13 and draw into the 6 and hold.
Okay.
But I don't disagree that banking the 3 here, and neither does he. This is a pretty reasonable shot here.
This is a pretty easy bank shot for him.
Yeah, you'd expect this is what they used to call the electric chair bank.
Yeah.
Where if you miss it, you got to sit in the electric chair. And he's not ideal. If he might have kind of a funny angle in the 13th. He might have to do something complicated here, but
I wonder if he comes back just for the 6-15 combo.
He's just playing for the cut on the 15.
Okay. Well, he can get out for the 14 now.
Right, or whatever that is. That the 14, the highest strike ball there?
Yeah.
Okay. So I might go 3 rails to get to that.
Oh.
Wants to watch the corner pocket. Yep.
Hit that ball a hair thin, but he's good.
Yeah, and because he hit it a little thin, that's why the cue ball is a little farther away from the 14 than he would have ideally liked. But he should be able to handle this and play a little stun shot to land on the 6. But from there, he's going to need some angle to get something productive for the rest of this rack. Because those are the only 2 balls that go, I think. Okay, well, he opened some stuff up.
Or did he?
If he's on the 6, he's in business, but if not, he's in trouble.
I'm not convinced he has enough of the 6.
He's looking at the, is that the 12? Pink stripe? Maybe he's got that. Well, he did, and now he landed on the bank on the 2. I think he's at 5 or 6.
I think he's at 5. I want to say Justin might have 1 ball here.
Okay, this got away from him. I'm surprised, actually. He was kind of on a difficult spot to hold it for the 11 comfortably without hitting it really firm.
Kind of slow drag it. And
yeah. But he left a cut in the 8. Hall missed that cut last shot, but not this time.
And he's got the 7, I think.
I'm really surprised that Evan Lunda did not make that bank on the 2. It's going to cost him, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
But
oh my goodness!
Just as we say that, Justin Hall overcuts the 7. What do you do here, Mike? Just give it to him?
I'm not sure. I don't think he has to. I think the ball can be dug out of there. It's just, obviously a little risky. Yeah, it's hard not to sell at a bank on the 6 or something like that, like this.
Well, he dug it out, like you said, but he definitely left him something on the 6, either a bank to win with, or he can drop him in under the 2. But he's playing the bank, I believe. That's the Justin Hall I know.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty safe. He's not a big favorite to sell out anything here.
He hit it perfect. He's got position.
I want to say that he has 4 now, if I'm not mistaken. Might be 4-4.
Well, if Evan Lunda had 5, then I think right now Justin would have 5 also. And this cue ball might have gone a little far. Can he, if he's hoping he can still brush the 9 and open up that little pack of 2 balls?
Does he need to? Guess so, yeah. No, he missed it.
But he hit it thick.
Look at this.
He hit it thick and he concedes the game. I think that means, to me, that means Evan needed 2.
Okay.
I don't think he'd have conceded it if he needed 3.
Right. All right, new game.
We'll try and keep better track of the score here.
We
can't see the tray of balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be nice if we could see the tray, huh? How's things up in Canada?
Cold.
Literally.
Minus 11 Celsius and snowing.
We don't get a lot of snow here in Huntington Beach.
No, I wouldn't think so.
We've had a couple of duckings, and
you got an extra room in your house? I might just move in there.
Be nice. I could use some rental income.
Well, I don't know if I'll be able to pay for it with my commentary pay. I might be taking a break here. Huntington Beach, that's between LA and San Diego, is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is. About 100 miles north of San Diego, roughly.
I was in San Diego in January. I don't think there's a nicer place.
It's pretty nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm getting heckled in the chat. I'm glad you joined me. You're saving me from an angry mob.
Well, it's all said with love, I'm sure.
Yeah, of course. I appreciate the constructive criticism. I appreciate that he thinks my bar table knowledge is expert.
Well, that's something.
It's an upgrade from the last adjective.
I'll bring up the chat here and see what people are up to. But I can't really. Fortunately, I can't really read it, but that's okay.
Someone saying you sound like SVB on the microphone is what one person said.
Is that a compliment?
I earned Evo the title of the organization having the absolute worst commentators.
Well, I don't know about that. We're kind of like all tied for the worst and the best. But it always makes it a little bit more fun to watch when there's good commentary, or any commentary at all. So,
yeah, I was having a little trouble doing the solo deal in one pocket. I'm not really I don't want to attempt to predict what they're going to do. I see some options, but I get it wrong 98% of the time. So,
well, it's tough with such good and creative players too. Sometimes
Yeah,
they see
right.
shots that are not really that obvious, and they think and at a level that's pretty high. So if you haven't spent much time either watching or competing at, the highest levels of one pocket, it is sometimes pretty hard to see what they're up to.
Right.
Or to think like they think, because the game, it's quite a bit different played at the highest levels, because the guys are so good that they know that they have to push really narrow edges, really narrow
Right.
margins
Right.
to get their opportunities, right? But you can't rely on players at this level like making mistakes and things and not thinking properly and so on.
Just before you came on, Evan played a kick / 3-rail bank to his hole. That was a pretty nice shot.
Yeah. Well, I know I did the commentary for One Pocket in Michigan a while back at the Livonia tournament.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Chohan and Lunda played in the final. And yeah, they came with, particularly Tony came with some shots that were like way up there in terms of knowledge and creativity.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun to watch guys like Chohan play. All these guys, Lunda. I was talking a little bit yesterday when I was doing a match with Patrick. We talked about that 8 and out that Lunda pulled off. I think it was last year, maybe the year before in this tournament. I'm pretty sure it was
right. That's kind of a video that's on YouTube that people can check out, I think.
Yeah, probably the best I've ever seen. I mean, the craziest 8 and out I've ever seen, I'm sure.
Well, I've seen quite a few. I had the privilege of watching Efren a few times at Derby City, like back when he was kind of at his prime. And yeah, some of the places he ran out from were pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, what an amazing player.
What if these guys went for a pizza? Taking their time.
One
Is there a pool room in your area?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. There's a few over here. My home room, I guess you'd call it, is the Danny K's. It's in the city of Orange. Been playing there for quite a long time. And There's another place locally called Aloha Billiards. That's kind of where the action would be if you're into that sort of thing.
Right. And what do they mostly play? One pocket, the action games?
It's a little bit of a mix. There's mostly rotation. You see mostly probably 10 ball there. Probably the most common action game there. Some one pocket.
I think 10 ball is becoming the, kind of the game in a lot of places. I mean, where one pocket is
my game
pretty
of choice.
dominant too, but yeah.
Yeah, I think 9 ball's too easy for the top players.
Yeah, I won't argue that point. They're definitely like in our area, when all the matching up happens, it's almost always 10 ball.
Yeah, I really dislike the slop aspect of 9 ball.
Yeah, I think adding the call shot aspect to 10 ball has been a really good progression.
And it's kind of incredible what that one extra ball does for the difficulty level of the game. You know,
what I mean? Absolutely.
Like, creates more traffic. The break's a little tougher. Like if you're breaking 9 ball with a template, it's
just ridiculous. Yeah.
Can you miss the wing ball? I don't know. It's kind of tough.
It's hard to miss it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but meanwhile, we're back here. Evan Lunda has the break. He won the last game, despite being in a losing position a couple times. So, he is favored to win this game if he lays down a good break.
And that is a pretty good break.
I definitely agree with that. What does he have? A gentle kick on the 2, maybe?
He could probably play off the 1 ball and get behind the 2.
That is, he's got to kind of thread the needle.
Yeah, it's touchy. Looks like he's going after.
You see the 14 maybe and do something
with the 14. Okay.
Well, that's
what a shot.
He made the most of that for sure. But do we have a bank on the 11? He's definitely looking at it. It's hard to control the cue ball, I think. That would be the reason. I just
don't think you can. Well, I don't. Even if you go forward, I don't know. You'd have to go pretty far to protect against that 10 ball.
Right.
And it's
looking at
big shot where he'd like to lead. Twist, I think.
Yeah, he's looking at where he'd like to lead the cue ball here. I don't like anywhere down there. I think Justin can do a lot of.
I don't know how he gets there where he's looking with the cue ball unless he goes forward like 3 rails.
I'd rather 2 rail to 14 than leave him down here, but he's looking at something off the 1. Okay, it made its way through traffic and got into a decent position, but I don't love this because he's got, is that the 15 ball there, the strike? Yeah, he can play this bank and kind of play it with a little bit of pace and bank it at the 5-9. Right. A lot of good things could happen. Because the cue ball is going to go towards the 11 and anchor off that.
Right.
There we go. Could have been worse for Lunda. He might have a shot on the 1 and might kiss in off the 7.
Yeah.
I guarantee he'll see it if it's there.
Yeah.
But definitely this game has become neutral.
Especially if he thinks he can make that 1 off the 11 and kind of get to the short rail and dig under the 2 ball a little bit. That would be a pretty productive shot.
There's a part of me that thinks he's looking at that right now. Exactly like you called it. Off the 1 into the back of the 2. Should get position on the 5-9.
If he rubs the 9, it could cost him the game, though.
Great How about shot. Perfect? Nope, he went too far. He might have a shot at the 5.
I can't.
But I don't know if it passes. I don't think
the 5 passes the 7 ball.
He doesn't want to shoot the combination.
But the angle of the combination lays pretty good for him to kind of dig under and play, pull under the backside of the 2 and 10 and all that stuff. So
well, I'm not so sure. I think he'd have to hit the 5 kind of thick for that in order to go under the 210. What's he looking at here? Is he looking at maybe the 14 might go?
Oh, this 12 ball
because
here.
The 4 doesn't pass the 10.
Looks like
sorry, this is the 12 ball. Pardon me.
Right.
Pink stripe. Just went. He held on the 6.
They'll take the 11 first, I think.
Now he's in business. If he can land on the, is that the 15 or the 11? Yeah. If the 11 is the stripe that's kind of by the spot.
The 11's the one down by the side pocket. I thought he'd shoot that here.
Oh, I see. Yeah, sorry. All right, that's well done. Now, this is
Now he wants to try to rub this 5 and separate the 5 and 9 a little bit, maybe on the way back.
Right, he only needs to bump it. He only needs
Yeah.
to just bump it and make sure you don't freeze on it to not have a shot on the 7. Or you could hit it with speed and kind of draw out of there off the 5,
Right. Come back
and
behind
hoping
him.
to land on the stripe by the spot.
That's
Okay.
just enough separation. The 9 goes now.
But can he get the cue ball underneath the 9?
No, but he can go up table for the 11, I think, if he's still.
Okay, that would be a good backup plan for sure. Okay, that's what he's looking at. And I personally like going around the 11 here with a touch of inside. That way you're guaranteed to have a decent angle. And he's just went one rail. And he got a little straight. Can he power it in? He's planning to go around. Oh boy, he hit that very nicely, but he didn't
It was
get
a beautiful stroke, but he just kind of ended up in a bad spot. They have to just go forward. You hit that 4, kind of get it over to his side.
No, that seems a little. I'm not sure he'll do that. That's a little bit. Well, that
Passive.
might be all he has actually, but that's also a little.
Well, he can kind of 2-rail it and maybe try to kind of get it going off the bottom of the 9 ball towards his hole and still maybe even fall forward and freeze up on the back of the 2 or the 10 doing that. You know what I mean?
Well, just there, he was looking at banking at 2 rails at the 9 and then the 9 off the 5 towards his pocket. But he's extremely vulnerable where he is right now. Like his lead is this lead. How many balls did he make? What do we got on the table? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he's made 6.
There it is.
Okay, well, how well did that work out? I was going to say he's extremely vulnerable to the counterattack here because everything is open and goes. And the bank on the 14 is the winning shot if Justin Hall decides to shoot it.
Yeah.
I mean, the 9 is, yes, it's definitely by the pocket, but
so is he coming off?
He's choosing.
You know, he's going to bank the 5 and run his cue ball all the way around, or no, just play a soft bank.
Okay, he's definitely putting the pressure on with that shot. What do you do if you're Evan Lunda? You might have to shoot. You might have to go for the cut here on the. Is that the 13?
Yes. What a nice cue ball.
Wow, that was well played. He actually played the combination. He played mostly cue ball, though, by the way. But
yeah, right.
It worked out pretty nice. Can Justin cut this 2 in?
Well, looks like he's trying. Oh,
geez. He tried to do it with inside to clip it in, was unable to execute it, and now it looks like we're going hill.
Yeah, that was he was trying a little too hard to hold his cue ball for more shooting, I think.
Well, he was in a tough spot, and he had to do something significant. But I really, in my opinion, I'm not so sure that the 14 might not have been a better option there when he was when he had that shot a couple shots ago. Because if you make it, you win, and you don't have to lose if you miss it. So, whereas the bank he chose, I don't think really went. He put maximum pressure on, but I don't think he could have made the ball.
Right.
But that's the game. That's his choice. So, here we go with Hill. Justin Hall to break. And I believe they've each broken serve once in order for the score to be like it is. So that means that this is really anybody's game.
Right. What do you do here? I mean, you got to deal with this 2 ball, I think, somehow.
Yeah, soft kick the 2. Maybe he can see it. Okay, that's about all he had.
Yeah, that's about all you can do right there.
I've seen some guys kick this 13 from here.
Is there any chance he would try to bank this and get it off the bottom of the 10 or the 6?
That is a possibility. If there's no kiss, he'll judge that. That's hard to tell from here. There you go. Now everything goes walking towards his pocket.
A great cue ball too at the same time.
Yeah.
Nice shot.
And I think that's a slight mistake from Evan to leave him that. Although he was in, I mean, obviously it was a really good break, so he didn't have a lot of good options there.
He's in a similarly difficult position here where he might have to get a soft kick at the 6 ball again and just play this game, just try to survive these couple situations.
Yeah, he's in big trouble here. Like a 2-rail kick, an ideal kick would be 2 rails to hit the 2
into the 2 ball. Yeah, that'd be a great shot.
But that's a small window.
Yeah, and then when you try to hit that window, it's easy to come across the top side of the 2 ball and just sell it dead out.
Mind you, these guys are super experienced one-pocket players. He's going to be very adept at hitting this type of shot. But problem is then he's going to leave him something on the 13 right away. So I think under the 6 might be the better play. Doesn't want to brush it. Okay. He's happy enough with the foul. That's fine.
No problem there.
So Evan owes 1. Well, Justin might just foul back.
I think he's just gonna brush the 6 ball and put him back on the other side of the stack.
Okay, but
he might have.
No, I think he may have been better off fouling back there and trying to just land him on the 4 ball, because he definitely had a huge advantage where he was.
I can't tell.
He didn't leave much of an opening.
Okay, so he doesn't have the 6 ball,
but he does have a kick on the 2 now where it would help him. He's trying something complex there.
Yeah, pretty good. Balls out and a pretty good shot.
Yeah. However, I don't think that Hall is in any. Well, he's going to try and get him on the 4, I think.
Yeah, Hall's just going to keep protecting those balls by his hole. He's just going
to
keep turning the screws. I was a little surprised this match was kind of unattended this morning, because these are two of the best one-pocket players in the world right here.
Yeah, anybody who is either watching on the stream or in the room live, they are getting a treat.
Yeah, and maybe some of the kind of newer fans of pool may not know Justin Hall, but I mean, this is a former Mosconi Cup team member, a great player. You know, a guy can really play, and his one pocket's his game, right? And one pocket and banks, he's a threat to beat anybody in the world.
Well, he's an old school pool hustler, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So now a 2-rail kick at the 2. This time, he doesn't want to take a foul, but he's fine if he does. He might have actually been playing that as a foul.
Yeah, I think Evans,
because if he hits the 2, he leaves a. Sorry, Mike. Because if he hits the 2, he leaves a bank on the 6.
Yep. Yeah, smart player, and he's one of the least afraid of taking fouls I've seen. Like, he employs that in his strategy more than most. I commentated one of his matches yesterday, and all like the first 4 games he started out at -1.
Well, top players, never shy away from that. I mean, here's another situation. He's going to kick 2 rails at the 2. He'd like to hit it and drive it to the rail, but he's not going to take a chance of losing the game.
Right. No,
However, I think actually now he's going to be on 2.
Yeah, I was just going to ask if there's a 3 foul rule in this tournament. I'd imagine there is.
There usually is. So
he's on 2 consecutive for sure.
Now Justin wants to put him right back there, and now the pressure's on for this kick. I almost don't think you want to play the kick now. You might have to do something super
stop shot into this the 13-11 combo or something and just kind of stick it right here in this pack. Just freeze him in that little gap right there. That's no good. Did he leave the edge of the 2?
I can't tell from here, but he may have.
How about the
Justin's
3?
not looking at it, so I think he probably didn't.
Okay. The 3 off the 8. That's not on either, so that's good.
Again, just like Mike was saying, he's protecting the 2 ball. But really, I think, if we go back a couple shots to when Evan played that clearance shot, he might have been better off kicking the 2 at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because the clearance shot didn't clear everything. And now he's been on the back foot this whole little exchange. Yeah, he does have a bank on the 10. What ball is that by the 6?
The 14 probably, but
yeah, it might be the 14. So he wasn't necessarily playing to make that. He's trying to use it as a way to get out of trouble.
Yeah. But you're right. He hasn't had a chance to mount any offense since that shot. He's been trying to survive this game. He's been in pretty tough spots here. See, none of these balls, well, the 15 banks, but like I think Evan can go after this 2-rail kick on the or 1-rail kick on the 2 ball. And maybe even if he hits it 1 rail, he might even be able to get his 2 ball into the stack. But
yeah, I was going to say he might play this with a little pace to get the 2 out of there.
Well, if he hits hits the ball, then rail, his cue ball looks like it wants to go right into the, I don't know, the 7 or the 5, whatever.
Right, the cue ball will have some natural left English on it, and it should spin towards the 3 ball. He's looking at something else. Is he looking at banking is that the 12, the pink stripe?
Is he going to go forward with all the inside and run his cue ball all the way up? Well,
that seems reckless because he can't get safe on the 2. Like I could see it if he had a path to getting like behind the 2 or something like that. But that's and the 6 is blocking that line too.
He just
maybe he's 2-railing this ball.
Oh,
so he's 2-railing the 12, and maybe the 6 is going to block the 2.
Well, the 6 goes though.
Okay, he was 1-railing it. Well, I guess he felt like that was a good opportunity to get in control of this game. The 6 surely does pass.
Right. But slow rolling, it's extremely dangerous. I don't know if he wants to elevate and kind of stab the ball in to hold his rock, but.
Well, he apparently doesn't like it. He agrees with you. So is he playing the 4 into the 12, send them both over there?
Nice shot. Good call.
And here's a similar bank on the 4 for Lunda.
Where he goes forward.
He used a couple shots ago. Yeah. But now the Justin Hall's side of the table is a little congested. So now he actually does have a hiding place up there in what for us is the upper left.
Right.
He's getting that 4 out of there. And now, is this game neutralized?
I would say that. I mean, the layout of the ball still isn't heavily in Justin's favor.
Well, the shot I see that he's not looking at is he could clip the 2 super thin and go all the way up table and hope to block it with the 6. But
and also maybe at the same time clear the pocket for the 12 if need be.
Exactly. So yeah, but he either didn't like that or he didn't see it. But this shot, I mean, he's left Lunda a bank on the 12, but I don't think he'll shoot it.
Well, I think Lunda can use the bank to just bank it the other direction, get the 12 on his side, and put the cue ball on the short rail somewhere.
I like that. Underneath it would kind of land between the first 2 between the 2 diamonds on the on the upper part of the table, which as we look at it.
Side, yeah.
Remember, he needs 10. I think He may even need 11. I don't know if we kept
He
track
needs
of the
11. I've got him at -3 right now.
Yeah.
I think he's playing the shot we were describing. Yeah.
I was saying he wouldn't have hated bumping the 14 with that stripe. But
yeah, freeing up both of them a little bit.
Yeah, he got it in play on his side. Now it's Justin Hall's job to move it. He might just make it. Okay, kicked it. That's a good shot. Keeping the pressure on. I don't know. I don't know if he can see anything much of the 6. He might have to kick at the 2 between the.
He could do a similar shot as his last one with the 1 ball, possibly.
Yeah, that's an option. I like kicking the 2 here, unless the 15 is in play off the 10. But that seems to me like the cue ball is going towards the pocket. I think if he has it, the play is to kick at the 2 between the 9 and the 10.
Right.
And just kind of bunt it up the rail slightly. You may leave a shot on the 10, mind you. Whereas if he takes your shot off the 1, then he would not leave anything on the 10.
Yeah, he
must think this is close. Nope, he did super defensive. I thought for a second he was shooting at the similar shot to the previous game there, the stripe off the stripe.
He might have left a wired 5-10 from down table too, even.
Well, if you feel comfortable, you can 2-rail the 2 here.
Look at that.
He's in the drink.
Oh.
And if the 14 crosses...
It did.
Well, they play the entire ball in these tournaments nowadays, so I don't know if it's all the way over.
I feel like the edge of the ball's a good 1.5 past the line here.
Yeah, clearly it is because he's shooting at it. So can you get 11? Most of the balls are on Justin's side. Can you get 11 from here?
He's going to play position on the 13 from here. He's going to need to open some stuff up after that. There ain't much.
This could be another highlight reel run out like he made last year.
That'd be incredible. 11 and out. That'd be a nice one.
Well, it starts with the first shot. So let's make a good shot here.
A little light.
Yeah, I'm just going to say he definitely has got, a cool customer. Just played that in a pocket weight. But I like the angle. I think that a lot of stuff, I think the 9 is definitely going to go towards his pocket. And so all he has to do is make, that looks like the 13 ball, and he should get a shot.
So you think his cue ball goes off the 3 and then hits the 9 towards his pocket or something like that from this shot?
That's what I see.
Yeah. Oh, no, just clean.
Okay, well, that'll work too. Now the soldiers are getting placed in front of Justin's pocket. He's got a good shot on both the 9 and the 8, but it's hard to get anywhere off of them for the next ball, unless you're trying to try and land in a narrow gap on the 10, or maybe off the 8 and all the way up for the 9 might be a good shot. Try and bring the cue ball between the 1 and the 10.
Playing the 8 from here, you're saying?
That might be a good way to do it. But the thing is if you run into trouble, if you get a bad kiss or something like that, you're trapped because he's got those 3 balls right by his pocket. And so you've got to make sure that if you play position, you get it, because otherwise you're going to be in huge trouble. I mean, he might take a chance at making this 8 and sending the cue ball over towards the 3. Try and sprinkle the balls up that way. Okay, how'd that work?
What a shot. What a shot.
I wonder if his heart was in his mouth there for a second.
So I have the score at Justin Hall now is 2 balls to LUNDA's -1.
Okay, well, there's a coin on the rail on the second diamond. I don't know if that means he owes 2 or owes 3, though. We'll find out. We'll know when he spots up some balls if he doesn't.
Well, he started this run needing 3. I don't think he's moved his coin. I think after he spots his balls up, he'll pull his coin back a couple.
Okay. I'm playing for the 4 and the bank on the 2 next, I think, here.
Sorry, say that again.
I said I thought he was playing for the bank on the 2 next, but he didn't get there.
He looks upset with himself for not quite hitting that hard enough. It's okay though. He can clear this away from the pocket, and he's,
Yeah, and we're back to an even game more or less.
Of course, he would have liked to run more balls. Obviously, I'm sure.
Well, is he considering doing something else, like banking the 9 or something, or maybe the 5 and bringing the cue ball back? I don't know. This is pushing the boat out a little bit. Having been in trouble. Well, he made the bank.
Beauty.
Actually, you have to remember that Justin Hall scratched on the side, so he owes a ball also. Because he scratched, that's what gave this opportunity for Evan. So,
right.
We'll assign somebody in the chat to do the score. Whoever it was who was saying you're the worst commentator, that's his job is now, but he's got to keep track of the score.
I'm not going to punish him for being right. You know what I mean? That's not right.
There you go. Well, he wants to bank this too, but it looks like he'll do it if the cue ball will walk into the 10. But even if it hits the 10, you can still sell out here. You don't.
Right.
Again, this is where these guys know they have to push very narrow margins. Like,
I think he'd be doing
a lot of us would
kind of just bank the 2 between the 9-6, put it over on the side, and just freeze the cue ball to the short rail here.
Well, I think that's the conservative shot, but he wants to be aggressive here because he feels like he can get a lot of balls and take control of the game.
Let's say
you can also lose it here on this shot.
Ball. So is he thinking you think he's trying to hit the 10 and then get a shot on the 6 after, or the 9?
The key is hitting the 10 and not going around it. But he's still up to shot on the 6. Yeah, I don't think that was the right choice, personally. I mean, like I said earlier, like they push very narrow margins, and they know that they have to, kind of push the edge of the envelope, as it were. But that was one that maybe he was just pushing it out a little bit too far. So he's spotting. He's got 4 balls in his hand, so he's spotting 4.
Really?
That's interesting.
I wonder if one of them was Justin's ball.
Right, because...
Well, he would have spotted that after his turn, though, after he fouled.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, exactly. So...
Wow.
Well, no, he knocked it in on that inning, did he? So I think that's what it was, is Justin owed a ball, and Evan owed 3, hence 4 balls spotted. And during that run, he knocked a ball in for Justin, so that's why that spotted also.
Okay.
Right. So, but meanwhile, he's out of line here. He wanted some angle on the 9 to be able to open up the little cluster.
I've still lost count because there's still 3 balls down. I don't know who has what now. Does London still have 2 balls? LUNDA?
I don't know. We need a spy in the house to tell us what the trade looks like. But that would make sense to me, is that LUNDA has 3. Or maybe it's 2-1 because Justin just made 1.
Okay.
Came with a good shot. He's trying to go 2 rails across to land on the 4, and he's there. Very nice shot.
Yep.
And now will that missed bank on the 2 and sort of what I would call a questionable decision is going to cost him this match? That should put Justin Hall at 3.
Got to pull back for the 10.
There you go. He answered your question, but can he get anything after this? And by the way, the 2 is really close to the pocket, so he's got whatever he shoots, he's got to make it. If you were playing,
well, if this was me, I'd be taking care of the 2 ball right now, because I don't trust myself making this 10 ball. So,
well, again, it's those narrow margins. But he didn't leave himself where he can clear the 2, so he must be thinking about a bank on like the 14.
Yep. Is he going to
pull a kiss on that?
I don't necessarily think so. I think he can beat the kiss. Is he going to come out 2 rails, like low, draw out 2 rails and pull his cue ball all the way down to this short long rail to try to defend against a potential shot on the 2 ball?
Well, if he's banking this and he was able to play it with inside and beat the kiss, then I like that. But playing it with outside, which is what he did, okay, so he hung it, but he used the balls on the spot to block. That's a pretty nice shot. Now, I really wish we could be sure of the score, but I believe that it is 3-3. Does that make sense? 5, 6, 7,
well, it's got to be 4-3.
Well, let's assume that it's 4-3 for Justin Hall. So this is still anybody's game. He could give him the ball in the hole, and then the 2 is hard to clear.
It's hard to clear, but it makes that pocket huge if you wanted to go.
Well, I was just saying, like, yeah, your point is absolutely correct. He could shoot some sort of bank if he wanted to, because the pocket's
literally like 8 inches wide right now with that ball right there.
Does the 11 pass the 7?
I don't know, but I mean, you could afford to clip a decent amount of long rail on the way in, so probably.
But is this the shot you want to lose with?
Could you cross the 7 and play shape on the 11 from there?
See, that's more risky to me, crossing the 7. I don't think I would do that because you never know how it's going to respond with the spin and everything like that, for sure. Yeah. So I think that if the 11 passes, I might shoot at it.
He's playing the 7.
Okay, he's doing exactly what we said he
might just be pinching this and drawing up table. Oh, he crossed it.
Okay, here it comes.
There's the shot.
Clips the 2 and goes in, but that was the downside of the big pocket is because he used the 2, it's no longer there for him. And now we're back to where he pretty much has to clear the 14, I think, or like just concede the 14.
Right.
However, if he does that, he's got to worry about the bank on the 11.
Would he follow this in under any circumstances? I don't think so.
I don't think so. Okay, this is nuts.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. This is.
That would just. What would Grady say? He's taking leave of his senses if he's thinking about banking the 11.
This shot's fraught with peril.
Fraught with peril, yeah.
Thank you to Shake and Bake in the chat. He's got 5-2 for Hall, so I've adjusted more.
Well, that makes sense, yeah. So he can comfortably give him this 14. He still needs 2, but the problem is the bank on the 11 that's coming next.
What if he's looking for a way to do this and get him behind the stack somehow or something?
Well, a better play might be to try and leave him on the side cushion, the long rail, like kind of bring it a diamond or 2 up.
What the hell?
Well, I don't know what to make of that shot.
At this score line,
why not just follow it in instead of?
Yeah, I couldn't tell you what the idea was behind that at this score line.
And if you're going to play to get the cue ball off the table, then like play it like where there's no doubt. Just send it into orbit. They're going to need a referee maybe to spot this ball, but I would get someone else to do it. That's what Justin is suggesting. Because in theory, there should be enough room between those balls. And of course, LUNDA wants the 7 to spot between the 1 and the 3 because then it ties up the 1. Whereas if it spots behind the 3,
right,
you
right.
got, you're in hand and you have a clear shot at the 1 to win the game. Because how many? What did we say the score was? 5-2.
Yes.
So he needs 3. Yeah, they can't take any chances with this. Like, they need to have a neutral person spot this. But it also has to be somebody who has a steady hand. Because if they even
Nudge anything.
minusculely move one of those balls in trying to spot it, then that changes the entire dynamic.
Well, from what I'm seeing, that ball just doesn't fit in there.
Well, who'd they get? I don't know this
Like,
guy.
oh, that's is that Jack Murray? I think that's Jack Murray, Mob Productions. Hard, you don't recognize him because he's lost a bunch of weight. He looks great.
Well, he let's see how. He's doing a pretty nice job. He's doing it exactly the right way because nothing has moved that I can tell.
Right.
I'll tell you what, that's a hell of a job spotting that. If I guarantee you, Justin is like, well, that's an excellent job spotting it. Somebody should give him a hand. And it was very astute by Evan to be aware of the fact that that ball went there.
Yes, it was. It was a huge factor in the game.
And I don't really think that Hall can argue because the guy did such a good job of spotting it.
Johnny P in the chat saying hi to me. I think I know who that is. Johnny P. From Danny's? Well, what's the play here?
Well, I guess cross the 14, but you got to watch the cue ball. I mean, you have the lead. You could also just kind of kick the 2 out of there and try and get it over on your side. If it hits the 8, that would be fine.
Yeah, looks like he's shooting at the 2 ball.
You just don't want to hit it too hard and have it come all the way down.
High karate. Well, put another one on the spot.
Ball going in, that was the 12 ball that was over for us, the upper left corner. That works in Evan's favor since he is the one who's behind. How do you exploit this? I definitely think, there are guys who would bank this 12 ball. And if the cue ball was like an inch higher, it might be the right play. Because a lot of balls would, I think those. And that's good cue ball control. It gets the 2 on the spot. It's starting to look like one of Venom's trick shot setups. I should watch this cue ball do 14 rails and do something interesting. This is actually an interesting endgame right here. So if we have the score right, it's 5-1, or let's see, there's would be 10, 11, 12, 13. So that
I've got 5-2.
Yeah. So Justin is in the driver's seat. He's got the lead. But the game is kind of neutral here. Is he just going to go into the 2, try and stick and have the 1 make it all the way to the, or is that the 5, make it all the way to the cushion? Good shot. Now, if you could execute it, rolling the 11 here into the pocket is a good shot. But that's it's obviously difficult.
Well, if you just played a dead weight and it stayed right in front of the pocket, it wouldn't be the end of the world. You know, you just don't want it rattling out there and selling out a bank, right? That's what you're getting at.
Well, or a shot, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, ideally, you want this ball in the hole.
No problem.
Yeah. It's always
Does that 7 ball pass clean?
When it doesn't matter. What's that, sorry?
Look at this spot. I just wondered, does the 7 ball go to Justin's hole clean? I think it probably does. Can he just play this cut?
I feel like it does not go.
Okay.
Based on I can't. There's definitely a gap, but I don't think it would pass, in my opinion. But they're going to do some back and forth here. But at any moment, somebody could end up with a shot. I think it's more likely the 7 goes to the lower pocket, to Evan's pocket. Just the way it looks by eye, but without being down there where we can see. Okay, so he gets the 5 into play. And he left it in a pretty good spot because I guess he can cross it comfortably. Doesn't want to leave the bank. He might have left something here on the 8. 14 is blocking the bank, the spot on the rail he'd like to hit, but
right,
it might just pass. I don't know if even kicking and taking a foul into the block of 5 balls might not be a play here. That ball wouldn't make a huge difference for Evan. And it would give him a marginal advantage to freeze him on the cluster here.
So you're taking thin off the 11 and go right into the...
No, I think just take the foul, kick into the 12, and just try and freeze to it.
I see.
Just kicking to the 14 gently. Yeah, that's not bad because he left him jacked up. That's handy. If the 7 goes, maybe he'll shoot at it, Mike. Jack straight up. He's just going to take the 5 out, try and get it up towards his side of the table.
This is definitely a better look at that 8-ball bank that you were talking about a minute ago.
Well, he's not on the rail, so that makes it that little bit easier.
And he's slightly
might have something on the 5
now.
Also.
Yeah.
So, the kiss. It could cost him. Lost the cue.
That 5 goes.
Will it cost him? So that makes the score 5-1, right?
That's what I have.
Now we'll find out if the 7 goes.
Can he hold this for the 8-ball?
Well, I feel like he's just going to roll it in and try and develop.
Maybe he can get the 13.
Oh no, he's shooting the 5? He's shooting that and playing to the 8. So the 5 and the 8 must both pass the 7. And if the 7 goes, then the 13 for sure goes. So this could be him out and winning because he needs 3. Did he get it to the pocket?
Yep.
How's that? Okay, he wasn't playing on the 8. He played on the 13.
13 goes.
So now we'll find out if the 7 goes right here.
I think he would have played shape on it first if he had the option. I don't think the 7 goes. I think he might come back and either try to get on the 8 or play a bank position on the 8-ball.
Well, a little touch of high inside and just nip the 11, and you should get a shot at the 2. Let's see if he plays that or if the 7 goes. Okay. Oh, he's out. Is he? Okay, no. Okay, a little bit of drama just in figuring out what is going on. So clearly the 7 didn't go. I think he was actually playing to hit the cluster.
Okay.
And now he missed it. And the game is still alive. He's on the hill. But again, this could be another situation where Evan Lunda has to come with some kind of crazy clearance.
7
playing the bank to 7. Watch that cue ball. Okay. Now, if he needs 1, does he have a bank on the 11?
Yes, he does.
Free.
That goes.
Nope. Tell you what, he left it pretty tough. He might be forced to take this off the table.
Yeah. If it's inside the
value
jaws,
in
he could follow it in still, probably.
Well, and if he does, I think Hall might still have a shot at the 2.
Unless, so if he makes and follows in, though, 1 would spot up on the spot and 1 might go behind the 2, because I don't think 2 balls would fit between the spot and the 3.
But I'm not sure Evan has any more. Oh, he must have 1.
He's got to have 1, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, now it spots up, and Justin All has a spot shot to win the match. And do you just play this full-blooded?
I think I'll play it in such a way that his cue ball hits the 11 one way or another.
Well, that's kind of the quote-unquote coward's way to play it.
Well,
but I watched Jack Cooney play a lot.
That's just my game.
Yeah. No, I'm not calling you a coward. I'm saying but I was going to say, having watched Jack Cooney play a lot, he would play the 9 and draw it, I think, and play just a nice,
yeah, just go all in on the shot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he was
I can't fault either one.
He missed it.
He missed it and hung it. And it's getting thin out there for Evan. He can't.
This is probably.
I'm not sure he has a clear shot at the 15. He may have to, again, try and get the cue ball off the table.
Well, yeah, he's got to elevate, jump, make the 15 and get the cue off the table.
And sometimes you jump right over the 15 here. Okay, good job. I don't know what that hit in the background. I guess the other table. Good thing there's
someone's skull.
Thought he might have been aiming at John Mora. But now another spot shot. Okay, I didn't think he'd miss it twice in a row, but he did.
This looks very familiar.
Yeah, we just saw this.
Now he's probably got to bank the 7 ball and try to.
Well, he could do that, but he's
down 7-0, right?
Yeah.
He should be able to get a couple balls before he has to do something. He's going into the stack here, trying to open these up. This is pretty aggressive. Well,
I think he tried. He missed them. Could try again here, but you'd have to play it with like low right and load it up.
Come off 2 rails and check rail
into the.
Yeah, that'd be
be a pretty shot if he does it. Whatever he does, he has to make sure he's got a window to clear the 15 or to concede the 15 and scratch. But
Right.
I don't know if the second ball spotting will prevent the spot shot from going. So Justin Hall might have another chance to make a spot shot for the win, no matter what happens.
Well, Lunda has a ball down now that would spot up along with the.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, I don't know that it would spot in such a way that it would block the spot shot.
I see.
It would spot under the 2.
Oh, you're right.
So he may have no choice but to, I mean, unless he wants to sweat out Justin shooting at a spot shot again, he may have no choice but to play the sort of trick shot and get those balls open.
He almost looks like he's considering. Oh, never mind. Okay. He's kind of eyeballing that 2 ball for a second.
I could go all the way around the table. Okay, what does he see here? Okay, now the question is, where does the second ball spot?
Well, has anything really technically moved since Jack Murray did that deal the first time? If so,
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, okay, it does fit in there. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, he's not in too bad a spot here. Hall doesn't even love hitting these balls at all. I don't see anything good that can happen here.
We're 7-0, correct?
That's what I think. No, I think you make the 8 here.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's still a makeable shot on the 11.
Well, you don't want to play a. Yeah, I mean, I might be fine with letting him shoot at the 11, but my point is, there's nothing down table that wins the game. So maybe he's kicking the 11 here.
Taking a foul.
Okay, taking a foul down here. This isn't bad. That'll put him on 2 fouls, I believe. So he owes 1, but he's fouled twice in a row. So he can't foul again in succession or he'll lose. Here I think I like a gentle kick at the 14. Okay, he sent the cue ball up. Similar idea, but tried to get a ball over on his side, but
kind of surprising that he didn't go after to try to protect the 11 a little bit more.
Yeah, because now you can cross the 11. No.
Or might even just kind of blast the 11 2 rails out and hit the 12, try to clear.
Well, the way he's looking there, it looked like he was trying to hit the 11 at the upper with the long rail. But
is there a cross on the 12 ball that you could go forward and still, not sell the 11?
Well, again, it's there, but there's a lot of risk, and again, it doesn't pay off, right? Because any small error.
Well, I'm wondering if you could get your cue ball going forward to the short rail inside of the 11 ball. You might even be able to play shape on the 11 from there, something like that.
Okay, he went.
What a shot.
Okay, well, he saw that, and we didn't, which was the cut on the 15. Could have won, not necessarily won the game, but could have got all of the balls down table if he'd executed it. And the way he controlled the cue ball, he didn't leave much here. He might have left the 3 ball, though. No. What is Justin up to? Oh yeah, he did leave the 3. He made it. Or did he hung it? Holy cow.
Well, you can't follow this one in.
Nope.
He's in a lot of trouble.
He's got nothing to do but make a ball here. And where do you make a ball?
That's a great question. Is it the carom on the 15 on, or can you hit it well enough the 11 off the 2 into the 15?
The only shot I see is what you called there, the billiard off the 11 into the 15.
Let's say if he hits his left side of the 11, does it go off the 2 and come close to making the 15? It's almost like he's looking at that right now.
I feel like it should go high because you're hitting the 11 thick, but because you're putting a little draw on it, it might go down. You're absolutely right. It might not be the option. I guess you could, because the 2 I don't think passes, so banking the 7 at the 2 isn't going to work. The 12 ball doesn't bank because the 7 and 15 are in the way. So,
well, he's in pretty deep trouble right here. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, this is Hail Mary time, frankly. Actually, how about banking the 7 and the cue ball clears all those balls out of the way?
Yeah.
How's that shot? That might actually work. If the timing worked.
I feel like he'd go after that carom shot, off the 11 to the 15 before something like that, but we'll see.
Well, he must think that the possibility of the 11 knocking in the 3 is too big. You know, having studied this, like, I mean, these are all super low percentage. He's basically dead, but he gets one last stab, and that bank and try and have the cue ball clear everything. I mean, something could accidentally go in too. He's playing the billiard or something.
He's got to worry about the 11 making the 3 ball from here too.
It was a good effort, but
that's game.
I believe that's going to be it. I don't even know if he'll make him shoot it if he only needs 1. So
he is.
Maybe he needs 2, but even if he needs 2, just shoot the 12 onto the 3, and they probably will just both go in.
Guess that's it, right?
That's a handshake. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that means that Evan Lunda is out. Justin Hall advances, and we'll have another match right away. Is it, Mike?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, you'll know soon enough for those of you watching. It'll all be posted on the digital pool or other forums. So we will sign off. It was a very interesting and very knowledgeable clash between 2 very experienced players. So you guys got to see a pretty nice match.
Yes, sir. Thanks for coming in and bailing me out. I appreciate it.
Okay. I enjoyed it. Talk to you guys later.
All right. We'll see you.